So it has been quite some time since I actually have not had a video planned. I think the past like 7 or so videos of mine have all been things that I've planned ahead of time, not like in detail. I'm not that organized, but it's been something that the day before I normally record, I kind of knew what I was doing, and it was more than just like the day before. It was like many days before, which has been nice. It's been nice knowing what I'm doing. Like I can prepare, like next week I'm doing this video, and then this video, and then this video. And this was the first week in a very long time at which I did not actually have a plan for a video, but I did sketch this a couple days ago, and by a couple days ago, I think I mean last night, and I figured I was going to do a sketchbook doodling video. Initially, I was just gonna paint in my sketchbook. I wanted to try and paint sunsets with either gouache or acrylic paint, wasn't sure yet, but I put that on the back burner because I didn't really want to do it anymore, and I just kind of wanted to just like draw whatever I wanted to draw, which happened to be this at the time. So that's what we're doing for this week. It's not the most interesting video, but it does have my cat, so like that's pretty interesting. Look how cute he is. This one's very annoying though. He was trying to beat up the brush pen I was using, and that is a very big no-go because when it comes to brush pens, a lot can go wrong over the course of a very short amount of time. So I ended up just picking him up and moving him because he did not want to move himself. He actually laid down and pushed things out of the way with his body, which was really cute, but that was not happening, so I moved him. But for this drawing, I kind of had an idea of where I wanted to go with this, but I was just really playing in my sketchbook. This is an original character of mine that I've had for a really long time, and she's like from the story. I like made it was a comic, but like when I was like 14, I made a comic and it was like a manga in my mind, except it was not right to left, it was still left to right. But I did it through a sketchbook, and I have like 2 or 3 sketchbooks full of this comic. So the character is very near and dear to me. I would love to say like in the future I want to produce like a comic with the characters, but I have tried to draw comics before, just like short ones or like somewhat long ones, just for like storytelling purposes in the past, but that just doesn't work out for me. I don't have the like motivation to do long-term projects like that with art. The only one I've been able to actually pull off was when I was like 14 and I did fill 2 sketchbooks worth. That is fairly impressive, but I don't know why I stopped. I kind of wish I didn't, looking back at those, because there's a lot of like weird hinted at things within the story that I don't remember where it was going because I kind of just made it up as I went. I didn't really like map out the story too much, and I didn't really like write down where things were going at all. So like a couple months ago I actually went through and I reread them, and I was just looking at them, and there were a lot of things like, oh, this person's coming, we better like bad things are to come, and etc., and like hinting at like certain characters showing up in the story, and I'm just like, what was this? Like, what was I doing? I want to know more. But I stopped after a couple sketchbooks. I don't really know why. I don't remember at all. But I'd like to like I'd like to revisit that in the future. I don't know if I will. I honestly have changed the characters so much since then anyways, and like this one especially, I still don't have solid ideas for them, so probably not a thing that's gonna happen anytime soon if it ever happens, but that's okay, I can still draw them. So for this one, I wanted to draw the character with like a bunch of eyeballs behind her. I don't know why, I just wanted to, don't ask questions. And then I wanted to make them either red or pink, and I figured I would use the like Pentel brush pen, I don't know what it's called, the pink one I'm using in the video. I really want to like that pen more than I do, just because it's a pink ink brush pen, and I really like using pink pens, but I kind of hate the color of pink that this thing puts out. I wish it was like a darker shade of what the cap shows, because it's like an almost fluorescent, but it's like more of like a purpley than a rosy pink, and I prefer rosy pinks just out of preference. And I want to like that pen more than I actually like that pen. And that's also honestly kind of how I feel about the Pentel pocket brush pen. I did use that for most of the line work of this piece, and I do like the Pentel pocket brush pen, mind you. I just like have a love-hate relationship with it, because like I do most of my art from my bed, and it's really hard to get a thin, precise line from like an unstable surface that I normally draw on my legs. So not the best surface. Because I personally prefer thin, more intricate line work versus like chunkier, bulky line work. So I've always had a weird relationship, especially when it comes to brush pens. I don't use fine liners quite often, but I want to like brush pens. I'm trying to like brush pens. So those two supplies, along with a Uniball Signo, it's like a 0.38 gel pen, are what I used to do this, as well as the mechanical pencil I used, which is just a... What mechanical pencil? It's the Pilot Color Eno mechanical pencil. Those are what I used to draw this. So I know this was a pretty quick one. It wasn't the most interesting video, but I hope you guys enjoyed watching it regardless. My cat was in it, so that is definitely the highlight of the video. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.